YouTube, how we doing, family? It's your boy, yo! And there's another episode of the Ballpark Show. I go through every MLB game every day and try and narrow it down to the plays that I personally see the most value in. Today's Tuesday, August 12th. I have 3 games and 4 props at the end, so stick around. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite game in the comment section below. Without further ado, let me get into today's recap. Recapping yesterday, we cashed our highlighted play of the day. I was heavy on this one. We took the Milwaukee Brewers on the run line against the Pittsburgh Pirates. This is how I wish every highlighted play went. 8 Brewers had at least a hit, Quintana pitched a gem, and they basically dominated from start to finish. Final score was 7-1 Milwaukee. They're back in action today. Paul Skeens on the mound. Let's see if it makes the cut. Without further ado, let me get into today's games. In our first matchup, we have the Miami Marlins in Cleveland taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Guardians are minus 132 on the money line, and the total is 9 runs. On the mound, we have Jansen Junk going for Miami, and we have Logan Allen going for Cleveland. This is a pretty even pitching matchup, but I have to give the edge to Allen. Both guys have similar expected numbers in terms of ERA, but I see more opportunity for aggression in Junk's game. He's walking a ton of batters, which the Guardians excel at, and he's giving up hard contact, so that's a recipe for disaster. Both offenses are top 10 in the last 30 days, but the Guardians also have the significant bullpen advantage. I do think we see a lot of runs early from both sides, but I trust Cleveland to hold the lead with their batting IQ and their bullpen. We're taking the Guardians on the money line as our first selection. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Chicago Cubs in Toronto taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. Blue Jays are minus 126 on the money line, and the total is 9 runs. On the mound, we have Ben Brown going for Chicago, and we have Jose Barrios going for Toronto. There's a lot going on with this pitching matchup, so let me explain it like this. Ben Brown currently has a 6.04 ERA, while Barrios comes in with a 3.89, almost half of Brown's. But when I look at the expected numbers, Brown has a 4.4 expected ERA, while Barrios has a 4.6. If Barrios ends the season with the higher ERA, we're going to see a lot of regression along the way. In terms of offense, I trust the Cubs lineup more, despite how hot the Blue Jays bats have been. Chicago surprisingly has a better bullpen, and if you're giving me a nice plus money price, I have to take it. We're taking the Cubs on the money line. You can find this one for plus 105 odds as our first highlighted selection. Let's move. In our last and final matchup, we have the Washington Nationals in Kansas City taking on the Kansas City Royals. Royals are minus 195 on the money line, and the total is 9 runs. On the mound, we have Mitchell Parker going for Washington, and we have Michael Wacha going for KC. The Royals basically have every advantage in this game. This is low-key the Brewers and Pirates round 2. Wacha has the better numbers by far, both current and expected. When I look at the lineups, Royals are top 10, 6th in the league over the last 30 days. The Nationals, 30th, literally the worst bats over that same span. We go to the bullpens, and it's the same thing. Royals rank 10th, Nationals rank 30th. The wheels are starting to fall off for Washington. I think we see something like 6-3 KC. We're taking the Royals on the run line. You can find it for plus 110 odds as our second highlighted selection. All right, guys, let's get into those props. 4 for today, and I'll get you in and out of here. First, we're taking Cal Raleigh of the Seattle Mariners to get 1 run or RBI. I wanted to take him for bases, but he's hitting so many home runs that it's likely he gets walked. That being said, he should easily be able to get the run. Next, we're taking Steven Kwan of the Cleveland Guardians to get 2 or more bases. You can take him for 2 or more hits for even more plus money. I think we see both. One of the best hit for contact guys in the league against a pitcher in Junk who doesn't get many strikeouts. Love the matchup. Next, we're taking Ben Rice of the New York Yankees to get 1 run or RBI. I expect the Yankees offense to be rolling, and the kid's finally starting to find his rhythm. He's always hit for contact, so it's a matter of does he put the ball in play. Last but definitely not least, we're taking Pete Crow Armstrong of the Chicago Cubs to get 2 or more bases. First time seeing Barrios, but the guy's got an 8.23 OPS on the season, and he's just coming out of a cold stretch. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. 10-7 in August. Let's keep that momentum rolling and go 2-0 today. Sorry for the late upload. I'll be earlier tomorrow, promise. I appreciate the support so much. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, yo! And until the next one, I'ma catch y'all. Peace.